Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna look a little bit different. I am trying something new, so bear with me. You guys, I have been inspired. No, but actually I've been obsessed with watching Haley Pham, I think that's how you say her name, on YouTube. I've been watching all of her book vlogs, like binging them the past 2 days, and I absolutely love her. And she inspires me to read even more. I thought, what better day than today, because I got off work super early. It is still only 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'm already off and home and changed from work. Oh my goodness. Also, I just realized, do you like the new look? I have not done a vlog yet, and I also don't even think I have posted like on Instagram or anything that I colored my hair. So yeah, I just on a whim decided to dye my hair. Okay, not really. I was kind of on a whim. I don't know, I was getting tired of the blonde. I was not feeling it. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. This video is supposed to be a reading vlog. I'm gonna share with you guys what I am currently reading. Right now I'm reading It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han. It is the second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series. In that series, there are 3 books. I actually just finished the first one, The Summer I Turned Pretty, two nights ago, I think. I started it yesterday afternoon, and I'm already almost halfway through the book, which what I'm noticing about these books is they're super easy to read. Like, literally fly through them. The easiest read, probably because they are a YA series, so they are made to just be a really easy read. And yeah, so far I've absolutely loved them. I don't want to give too many of my thoughts away on what I think of the series so far, because I kind of am wanting to do a whole series review video after I finish these, because I have a feeling I'm going to be done with this series in like a couple days, because as soon as I'm done with this, I plan to start the 3rd one and finish the series. So let me know if you guys would want a review on the series, because I think it would be fun. Right now it is 2:40 and I have the next couple hours free. We actually don't have anything until 6:15 tonight. We have our church small group, and so before that I just have to make dinner, and that's gonna be really easy. I'm just doing tacos tonight. So Taco Tuesday, I just realized that. Guys, I never do like Taco Tuesday. If I make tacos, which it's not like super often, it's like always like on a random like Thursday night or something. So I actually love that I'm making tacos on Tuesday. Anyways, that's besides the point. So I have the next couple hours free, and I'm hoping to get some reading done. I'm hoping to get, I don't know, like to page like, I think I could get to page like 200. Guys, fun fact about me, I'm actually a really slow reader. Like, not in the fact, like words per minute is what I'm trying to say. Like, I read a lot, but I think it's part of my perfectionism. I like have to understand every single detail that I'm reading and every single word that I'm reading. If it doesn't like register in my brain, I have to like stay really focused. So all that to say, it takes me a little while to get through books where I feel like most people can read at a pretty like fast word per minute, and I feel like I'm just not quite that fast. So all that to say, don't judge me if you feel like I should be able to read more in a couple hours. I'm hoping to maybe get to page like 200. I'm on page 114 right now. I will update you guys in a little bit. Wait, I need a snack. Alright, it is currently 4:51 and I'm gonna take a break from reading and go start dinner, so I thought I would just fill you guys in. I made it to page 192 and my goal is to make it to page 200, so I almost made it. This book is flying by. It is such a quick read, like such a fast read. But yeah, it's really good. I'm excited to see how it ends because I know there's a third book and the first book left on a cliffhanger. So I'm excited to see how this one ends. It is actually the next day now. It is Wednesday and I realized I haven't updated you guys since last night. I got home from group and I read for a little bit before bed. I decided to, and then today it's already 5:30. I'm home from work. I got off work early again. Actually met up with my bestie Rach for coffee, and now I'm home again, but I needed to fill you guys in.
Okay, so it's been a little bit crazy. I got the first book in the series from the library. I'm a big library gal. Like, there's just something about the library versus like spending like all my money on books. Like, maybe later down the road I'll be able to just always buy every book I want to read, but like right now I would go broke if I did that. So I use the library as much as I can to avoid spending all my money on books. So I originally got the first book in the series from the library and read that one. Then it gets a little tricky because the second book I was on hold for at the library, and I just got impatient and I did not want to wait, so I ended up buying the second book from Target, and that's how I read that. I read it under 48 hours, and now I'm ready for the third book. But guess what? I'm also on hold for it at the library, so now it becomes the question, do I wait, or do I go buy it? Or do I buy it on my Kindle? That's a thought. Guys, I don't know what I want to do. Like, right now I'm just at the point where I just want to read the third book and get the series done with. Like, I've been on such a roll with the series, I just want to finish the series, but I don't know what to do. And in the meantime, I have been recently inspired by Haley Pham to read The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. She read this book, I don't even know when, it might have been like months ago at this point, but I just watched her video saying she's read this book, and she gave it a 5 stars, and I feel like she does not give tons of books 5 stars, and honestly, I don't either. I'm kind of picky with my 5 stars, and so she read this book, and she gave it 5 stars. She gave it like 6 stars, I think, and which is like unheard of. Naturally, I was like, okay, a good thriller, like, I'm down. So now I have to make a decision. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna buy the third book in the series of The Summer I Turned Pretty because I am on hold for it at the library. I am the only person on hold for this book. And there's 2 copies of the book at the library. So as soon as one gets returned, it's mine. So I think in the meantime, I am gonna start The House Across the Lake, and hopefully I can read through that pretty quick because I know once I start that, I'll wanna finish it, and I'll want to finish it in order to read the third book in the series, The Summer I Turned Pretty. That's my dilemma, but I think I just talked it through with you guys and decided I'm going to start The House Across the Lake.
I'm also so excited because tonight I have another free night. I am just gonna be at home. I'm gonna do a couple things around the house, like make our bed. Oh my gosh, I have to do so much laundry. And that might be it. I just need to put clothes away. And then the house will be so clean and cozy, and then I can read. I can get cozy and read, and I might even make myself a latte later, maybe if I'm feeling like it. I don't know. I'll need something sweet later. So yeah, tonight's gonna be a perfect night to read and start my thriller book, so I'm so excited. Also just realizing that I'm wearing this same tank that I wore yesterday in my video, but it's because I'm obsessed with it, so don't judge me. I love it.
Guys, it is currently Thursday afternoon, but it's actually a whole week later. I did end up vlogging the next day. I ended up vlogging a whole review for you guys on the Summer I Turned Pretty series, and somehow my videos got deleted when I went to edit. I was trying to clear up space on my iPad, and I ended up deleting those videos, and I could not retrieve them. So here I am a whole week later. I'm going to go ahead and give you an update on where I'm at in my reading, and also give you some book reviews. As you can see, we have a stack of books to get through, and so I'm going to get right into it. First off, we have The Summer I Turned Pretty, the first book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series by Jenny Han. I did finish that book, and I think I did tell you guys that in one of my past videos, but I am going to go ahead and do a review of that book and the second book in the series. I did finish the first and second book, and I have not read the third book yet. I'll explain to you why in a little bit. First up, The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, the very first book in the series. And maybe first I should premise with saying for me, 4 stars is a very good rating for a book. I think I generally tend to rate most books 4 stars that I thoroughly enjoy reading. I guess my 5 stars is more of like, if I super, super loved the characters, or if I thought the plot was absolutely amazing, brilliant, like, then I will use my 5-star ratings, but I generally tend to use 4 stars for a really good book, or less. But yeah, I kind of reserve those 5 stars for absolutely brilliant books. So anyways, I'm going to give The Summer I Turned Pretty a 4-star rating. I absolutely loved the book. It is just a young adult fiction slash romance. It's a very lighthearted romance. It is super just like, it's not just romance, it's like gives very much romance vibes, friendship vibes, just kind of like family vibes. Basically, the story, the main character, her name's Belly. She's a 15-year-old girl. She grows up every summer going to a beach house on Cousins Beach with her mom, her brother, her mom's best friend, and then her mom's best friend's 2 boys, Jeremiah and Conrad. And the rest of the characters are kind of like, sub-characters. I don't know what you call them. Not that's subplot, but like supporting, maybe the rest of the characters are supporting characters, since Belly is the main character. But then like Jeremiah and Conrad are pretty close to second main characters in the novel because of the 4 of them actually. So Belly, her brother Stephen, and then Jeremiah and Conrad grow up like siblings basically. They're all best friends, they have so much fun at the beach. But Belly, she's the only girl, so she kind of gets left out a lot. Like when they run to the beach to have fun, it's like, or the boys go wrestle, or the boys go do this, and she's kind of just left at home with the moms. So, but anyways, she doesn't really mind because she likes to just tag along and try and act like she's one of the boys, but I don't know if I said, but she is 15, so she is kind of young, and the boys are just like a year or 2 older than she is. The book does go back and forth from when she is maybe like age 8 or 9, and it kind of goes back and forth to when she's present day, she's 15 or 16, and then it'll go back to her being like 11, kind of jumps back and forth, because they only go to the beach house every summer. Then they go back to their regular lives. Belly and her brother and her mom kind of split off to their regular life, and then Beck is the best friend, the mom, the second mom. She and her 2 boys, Jeremiah and Conrad, kind of go off to their separate lives during the school year, and then they really only meet up again at the beach house at Cousins Beach. So they always love the summer, they look forward to the summer, being at the beach house together, and they absolutely love it. But then there enters romance, and Belly is torn, and she's conflicted because she is having feelings for one of the boys, and yeah, I'm not going to give too much away there because Jeremiah and Conrad have always been like brothers to her, except she starts to have feelings for one of them, and then it escalates from there. And there is a subplot to the book that is sad, but I'm not going to share it because you do find out towards the middle of the book what's wrong. So I'm not going to share that. I don't want to give any spoilers away if you plan to read this book. But yeah, that turmoil adds another layer to things. And so yeah, I'm not going to go there any further. But all that to say, I absolutely love the books. I do love the characters. The only thing I would say I didn't love about book number 1 is you feel like the characters are a little bit immature. And I felt that with book number 2 as well. But it's to be expected. The characters are 15, 16, 17-year-olds, so they are kind of immature kids, and it's kind of like they're growing up stories. So you kind of got to get into the character, get into their point of view to understand that. But that's the only thing I would warn you. If you're reading it, don't expect it to be some adult fiction because it's definitely a YA. But yeah, and I would also say this series, so I've read the first and second book so far. There has been no spice at all. So I am someone that I don't really want to read that in books, and so it's really great when you do find a book nowadays, a fiction book that doesn't have any explicit scenes in it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that so far about this series, and I'm pretty sure the 3rd book is consistent in that as well. So it's hard to find books out there nowadays because I love to read. I love to read fiction, romance, mystery, thriller, everything. So yeah, a lot of times that's in the rest of the books that I read, and so it's nice now I have to skip through chapters and jump around to avoid that. So anyways, if you're like me and you'd like to avoid that, this is a great series for you. Alright, moving on to book number 2, which I do have the actual copy of because I went and bought it. I think I mentioned in one of my last videos. Book number 2 is called It's Not Summer Without You. It takes so first book ends on a cliffhanger, and this second book kind of picks up, I think, directly after the cliffhanger, if I can remember. I finished this book like a week ago, and so I'm really invested in the next book I'm in already. But if I can remember right, it does pick off right where the first one ends, kind of. So basically, the second book focuses more on the subplot that was in the first book, which I'm also not going to say again because of spoilers. It kind of dives deeper into that in this book. You find out what happens from that tragedy in the first book. You find out what actually happens in this book. It is really sad, but they don't make it super doom and gloom. The series is still very lighthearted. So
Alright guys, this video has been a hot mess. My camera battery just died, and so I charged it up a little bit. Hopefully I can get through the rest of this video but I'm gonna be quick.
I think I was just getting to my review on Atlas Lighting. I think I was just getting to my review on the second book, which is called It's Not Summer Without You. I am also going to rate this one 4 stars. I will say this second book took me a while to get into. Well, I read it in like a couple days, but like it was harder for me to get into. I would say like the first half to maybe the first like 3/4 of the book was kind of boring and slow to me. But I do love the setting, I do love the characters, so of course I want to finish the series, of course I read it. And then, okay, honestly, it might be a 3.5 star. I'm between the line, 3.5 to 4 star read. It was really good. I do love the series. Like I said, the setting is probably one of my favorite parts of the book. I love the summer beach house and yeah, all of that. Anyways, this second book kind of is also sad because of what happened in the first book is continued in the second book, which I'm also not going to say again, and it makes you sad because you love this character and it's a little bit sad, but it's not too doom and gloom. It's still a pretty lighthearted read. And the character relationships develop more in this book. Relationship-wise, it does take a plot twist towards the end of the book, which I did like, and then at the very end of the book, it jumps ahead a couple years and gives you a sneak peek of what's happening, and I loved that. I love where she's taking this book and these characters, so I am super excited to read the third book, which I do have. I got it from the library. It is called We'll Always Have Summer. It is the final book in the trilogy, and it is basically going on from the end of the second book where it skips ahead a couple years. It sounds like it picks up at that mark a couple years later. So it sounds like things are going to go down in this book. I'm so excited to read it. I'm hoping it will be another 4 star and that I can finish out the series. And yeah, I'm super stoked. I have loved this series. It's been so lighthearted and just a super easy read. If you're looking for something that's going to maybe like get you out of a reading slump or something you just want to get through a book really fast, this would be a great series for you. So yeah, anyways, I've loved this series so far. That's all I have to say for this series, so I'm going to move on to what I am currently reading. Right, I might have mentioned this in a previous video in this vlog, but I am currently reading The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. It was suggested to me by the one and only Haley Pham on YouTube. Not that it was like literally suggested to me by her. I didn't like talk to her, but like watching her vlog, I had to read this book after her review on this book. I couldn't wait to pick it up. I started this book last week at some point, so it's been about a week. I am over halfway through it. I'm hoping to finish it this weekend. I have been reading this book kind of slow, but it's been like a slow burn, I feel like. Like, the book has been very interesting. It's just slowly getting to the point of the book, honestly. Basically, this book is about a actress, and she loses her husband. Her husband, not murdered, her husband just passes away. Freak, tragic accident. And so she goes to stay at their family lake house, and it's up in Vermont. I love the lake house, very cozy vibes. And she basically is depressed because of her husband. She has an alcohol problem, so she just drinks all day long. And basically her life is sitting on her porch drinking, and it's very sad. But one day she decides to pick up a pair of binoculars that they have at the lake house and start spying on her millionaire neighbors that live across the lake in an all-glass house. And the couple, the husband is like he has a famous app. He's like a tech dude, so he's famous. And then the wife, Catherine, is an actress. Tom and Catherine are the couple. She's an actress. She's a famous actress. And so basically, they're rolling in it over across the lake. And she just, the main character, oh my gosh, I can't think of her name. Am I a psychopath? Casey. I knew that. Casey is basically just bored. She starts spying on them because what else is she going to do at the lake house by herself? And so she starts spying on them, and then some sketchy stuff goes down, and basically Catherine ends up missing. And she thinks Tom, the husband, did it. So it's kind of like been a slow burn of her trying to figure out like what Tom did to Catherine. Is Catherine alive? Did she die? Did he kill her? So her and another neighbor are spying on Tom, trying to figure out what happened. And I think the book is just getting really good right now because I think I'm about to find out a plot twist, I'm hoping. And yeah, if this book has a good plot twist, it's going to be a good book for me because I've been waiting. I've been patiently reading this book, hoping something crazy happens. So that's what I'm waiting for. If I do another book vlog, maybe I will update you on what I rate this book. But yeah, I'm definitely still in the middle of it, so I'm not able to rate it yet. But anyways, that is what the past week of reading has looked like for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. I have had so much fun making it, and I've never really done anything like this before, so it was kind of experimental, but basically I loved it. So I kind of want to keep making these, and yeah, we'll see. anyways, that's all I have for you guys for this video, and I hope you guys have the best day ever and an amazing week. Toodles!